What up YouTube? It's GoMacForest and I've got the iPod Touch full review, so stay with me. Alright guys, so here we have the iPod Touch right here, as you see. It's got a really good glossy finish on the screen. Home button, real easy right there. It's actually a lot easier to click than on most of the iPhones. It's really shallow. The sleep button is right there on the top. You've got your volume rocker bar right there on the left side. And on the back, you'll see you've got your Wi-Fi receiver right here, so it makes it a lot easier to connect to Wi-Fi. I know on the first generation iPhones, it was really hard to connect to Wi-Fi and get signal at all just because of the solid metal finish. Well, they fixed that for both the iPhone and the iPod Touch, so they've got that on the back. At the bottom, you've got your earphone jack and you've got your charging dock. And as always, iPod Touch is real thin, really nice, easy to keep in your pocket and everything. It's not going to be real bulky. So let's go ahead and let's go into this. The interface is real easy to use, just like on the iPhones and everything else. It's just real simple. I mean, that's just Apple. Some of the basic apps that you get on there, preloaded, you see I got a couple that are mine, but the ones that you get already on there are things like Safari. You've got your calendar, you even got contacts. YouTube's always an app that they're gonna have on there. Google Maps. You've got your weather, your clock, your stocks, calculator, iTunes, and you've got your 4 basics down here for music, videos, photos, and mail. You can sync all this up through your computer, and you just go connect it straight up, and iTunes will walk you through the entire process, so that's really great. And then you can go in there and you can select to either have them sync the entire phone so that you can collect everything at once off of your Mac, or you can go in and set it to where you can just pick and choose different things that you want on there, which is really convenient because you don't always want everything on there, especially if you got like 100,000 songs on iTunes, thanks to LimeWire. But anyways, so just real simple to use. Like I said, you get about 10 to 12 just primary apps that come already on it, so that's really good for Apple to throw in there. Other than that, the only thing different between this iPod Touch and the new iPod Touches are that the new ones, they've got a faster processor, and they actually did away with the 16 gig. You can only get the 8 gig, the 32, or the 64 now. You can no longer get the 16 gig. But pretty much the only difference is it's got a little bit faster processor and it's got some better graphics on there. Graphics on this are still phenomenal. I was going to try and upload one of them, but it just takes way too long. So you'll just have to take my word for it. They're really great graphics. Runs really smooth. I mean, it's just a really good product. And even if you get the old iPod, or you already have the old iPod Touch, or you're getting the new one, I think they kept the same price. So it's really good, really solid, really sturdy. I mean, it's all metal, no plastic, no nothing. So I mean, I feel really comfortable with it. Like I said, it's real thin, so you can keep it right there in your pocket, and it's really a great deal. It really is. And just to show you how thin the iPod is, here are the iPhone 3G and the iPod Touch comparable right there beside each other. And the iPhone 3G is still pretty thin. I mean, it's a pretty thin phone, but you can tell. I mean, that iPod Touch is just extremely thin. Really great product. A couple of things I would have liked to see with the iPod Touch. As everyone knows, the iPod Nano just came out and they have a video camera on it. I would have loved to have seen that on the new iPod Touch. But I kind of understand why Apple did that, because, you know, not everybody was buying the iPod Nanos anymore. So Steve Jobs and a bunch of his people were sitting around and decided, hey, what are we going to do to boost the iPod Nano sales? So they decided to put a camera on it, which is really good because now they can keep all their products coming out and selling good. So if you're an app person, you like to watch a lot of videos on YouTube and everything else, people are going to go with the iPod Touch. If you just like music, maybe you want to take some pictures or shoot some video, then you're going to go with the Nano. If you just kind of like music, you're going to go with the Classic or the Shuffle. But still, it's just a great way to do some marketing. So, but that is something I would love to see on the iPod Touch. It would be a camera. And that's really pretty much it. I mean, they've pretty much done their job on making this a great product. And anyways, that's been my review. Thanks everybody. This has been GoMacForest. Peace. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all a quick game just to show you all the graphics on this real fast. May take a minute to load, but I'll speed it up.
Right.
Alright, and there you go. Like I said, really good graphics, really good, easy interface to play, and yeah, really good graphics. Alright, like I said, this has been GoMacForest. Thanks for watching. This is what I gotta stare at. This is what I gotta stare at. Hey, oh my gosh. Freaking horse on this thing? What is this? First a butterfly, now a horse.
Are you ready? Here we go. Hey guys, it's Forrest with GoMacForest, and today I'm bringing y'all the iPod Touch review. Also included in this video will be a comparison video to the new iPod Touch and also what I would like to look forward to in the near future iPod Touch. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Stay tuned for this video.
Well, I just want to thank everybody and tell them to subscribe.